Hi, everyone. Welcome and thanks for tuning in with us today. I am Nicole,
And I'm Nikki.
and we are professional psychic readers. Today, we're going to talk to you guys about two common psychic blocks, and this is the first of the series we're starting. Psychic blocks are really something that's preventing you from having what you want in life. And in order to release your psychic blocks, you have to kind of look at these blocks, analyze them, and see how you can overcome them. So, Nikki's going to start us out today with the first psychic block.
Yeah, today I'm going to talk about the types of food that you eat and how you nourish your body. And that may not be the first thing that you would think of is the food that you eat causing psychic blocks, but it's really actually really important. Everything is energy, and this is a scientific fact. So whether it's your bed, a chair, an animal, a plant, or whatever, it's all energy. And so when you start to kind of think in those terms, it changes your perspective. And so you want to start considering the energy of the food that you eat. Like I said, plants, animals, and water are all complex energy beings. And the energy of the food that you eat and the water that you drink actually interacts with your personal energy, the energy of your aura and your body and your chakras. So if you think about that concept, let's say, for example, if you choose to eat meat and you're going to eat a steak. Well, what kind of life did the cow live? Did it live in restrained conditions? Was it deprived? Was it stressed out? Was it harmed in any way? How stressed out was it when it went to go get killed to be put in meat, to be a steak? So these are all things that are actually really important that as a culture we've really kind of have forgotten about. And if you eat that steak with all those kind of low energies of the cow that you're eating, that you're putting that into your body, and it's interacting with your personal energy. So a whole new concept to consider. And with processed foods, the more processed a food is, the lower the vibration of the food. And we want to be eating foods that are of the highest vibration as possible, because we want to be of the highest vibration as possible. Because when you're in a high vibration, that's when you get the psychic information the easiest. That's when it's flowing, and there's nothing causing blocks in your body or your aura or your chakras. So the highest vibration food is a raw, uncooked, uncut, fresh off the vine piece of food, of course. So here's a list of things to kind of keep in the back of your mind of how to choose the highest vibration foods. So the first one is organic. Definitely always try to buy organic. So there's as few chemicals as possible in and on the food. If you choose to eat meat and dairy products, of course you want to make sure it's organic, that it's cage free. Not only cage free, but you want to make sure it's 100% pasture raised. And then you want to choose non-GMO foods, non-genetically modified foods. Of course, like I said, raw is the best, but most people don't like a completely raw diet, which is understandable. So if you are cooking vegetables, if you steam them lightly or saute them lightly, try not to overcook them, is better. And that may be just an adjustment process for you, because it does take time when your taste is used to one way of eating food, and then go take baby steps with all the changes if you choose to make them. The more local a food is, the better. The longer a food has to go through a transit process and a truck or something from overseas, the longer, as soon as this comes off the vine or the tree or whatever, it starts to lose its life force energy. So local is better. But we don't live in a perfect world, so if you go out to eat or at your friend's house or in some situation where you can't control the food that you're consuming, you can always bless your food, and the blessing raises the vibration of the food. So you can always bless your food with love and gratitude. Those two energies of love and gratitude have been shown to have the highest vibration of raising the vibration of water and food. And it's always great to bless your food anyway, even if it's the most perfect food you can find. And the last thing is to stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Bless your water before you drink it. Try to drink unfluoridated water because that affects your pineal gland in a negative way. So you can always check with your city if they fluoridate your water or not. And then bless it, of course. So those are my tips for how to nourish yourself healthfully for the best psychic information possible.
I love it. And I absolutely love the tip that you have about starting slow because it's so hard for people to really make that change.
Yeah.
People have such a relationship with food, and that's hard to say, okay, I'm going to stop eating meat. What am I going to do? What am I going to eat? It's all that stuff.
Yes.
So, okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys today about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a tough one because a lot of us hold these feelings deep in our heart, but I've struggled with not forgiving people, and I'm sure a lot of other people have as well. And the reason it's tough to look at forgiveness is because we have to face a lot of emotions like pain, fear, guilt, anger, bitterness, pride, all that stuff that we just kind of stuff inside of ourselves and hurt our bodies because we are holding on to something. So, this is the thing with unforgiveness. When you're not forgiving somebody, you are in your mind constantly going to the past. You're thinking about the past, you're visiting the past, you are not fully in your body. And so part of your energy is being depleted thinking about something that's painful or is hurting you. And when you bring it back to your body, when you forgive somebody and bring your energy back, you're more revitalized. You feel better, you're brighter, you're lighter, and you're more open to receiving psychic information. The heart center is usually where people keep a lot of unforgiveness. And I can sometimes tend to see it as like kind of a dark area. Sometimes people will have entities in their heart space with unforgiveness. And so when you allow yourself to release the pain that you've experienced, that opens your heart to receiving psychic information coming in. And so you can feel a lot deeper and you feel way more energized. So forgiving somebody. Forgiving somebody doesn't always mean that you're okay with the pain they've caused you or you're okay with the hurt you've endured. It's not about that. It's about you having more control of your life and more control of those mental thoughts. You are allowing yourself to say, okay, I forgive this person. I let it go. You don't have control over my space anymore. And I am okay and happy just being me and you being you. And so I think it's important to look at that within yourself. Don't pressure yourself or make yourself feel obligated to do anything. Just kind of let it flow and work with it. So I did 3 steps to allow forgiveness to happen in my life, and they helped. And so hopefully they'll help you guys out there. The first one is I want you to try and understand where the person that you're having trouble forgiving is coming from. And what I mean by that is to actually visit that person's past. So what was that person like when they were a child? How were they raised? How were they treated? What kind of friends and family were around them? What environment were they brought up in to make them act and respond to you the way that they have? Once you start understanding that person, you can then start building compassion in your heart. So let's say I feel bad for that person. I know why they've made the choices they have and why they're at the place that they're at today. And so with that being said, once you've built compassion, the third step is the roadway to love. So I can love this person. I don't love their actions, but I can love myself, I can love them, and we can start working in harmony together. And I also think it's important that you are able to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for holding on to pain for a long time, and forgive yourself for thinking that you're not doing the right or wrong thing, because there is no right or wrong. You choose your own path and your own life for your own happiness. But release it all and you will definitely get some more psychic insights coming in. You'll feel that weight being lifted off your shoulders. So that's it for me on forgiveness.
Great. That's awesome. That's really, really important for all of us. For all of us.
Yes.
And it's it's not a one-time thing. It's a continual life. We'll be doing it until we die.
Right?
It's just a
Exactly.
process. So,
It is a
and it
process.
doesn't
Yeah.
have to be perfect right from the start.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
So,
So, thank you everybody for tuning in. We loved having you join us, and we hope that our tips have helped you. Like Nicole said in the beginning, this is part one of a series that we're going to do, so stay tuned for more. We have lots of blocks to talk about. So,
yes.
thanks again for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody. See ya.